Hey, it's Justin KANOYA, DJ, business coach, and idea sharer. And these are the 4 accessories that I always add to my DJ controller setups. Plus, I've got one bonus tip at the end, so make sure you stick around. Number 1, a road case. A proper road case is essential to protect that controller you spent your hard-earned money on. I've said it before, when you're budgeting for a controller, the price of a case specifically designed for that controller should always be factored into that budget. Not only do cases do a great job to keep your controller from getting damaged in transit, but when they are set up on a table, they do wonders to clean up your setup. Don't be the DJ that just sets a naked controller on a table with cables all over the place. Number 2, pre-wiring and custom input-output panels. Now that you've got a road case, you can pre-wire key connections to the outside of that case. This would be for connections like the master outputs, booth outputs, a microphone input, auxiliary input, and power. Now, there are numerous ways to do this, but the easiest would be to just get some short cables that extend just on the outside of your case. Most cases have at least one access hole drilled, and if it doesn't, it's really not too difficult to just drill your own. But if you really want to take it an extra step, install wall panels, of course if space allows, or an actual rack-mounted panel if you have a built-in rack space. The idea behind this is to connect these cables to your controller once, instead of having to connect and disconnect at every event. This not only speeds up your setup time, but it also reduces the wear and tear on those connections. Number 3, additional computer cables. You want to make sure you have more than one power supply for your computer. If you're carrying around the power supply that came with your laptop and you use it at your gig and you also use it at home, it's only a matter of time before you either forget that power supply at home or misplace it. I have 3 different DJ setups, 3 different road cases, and each one of them has a dedicated power supply. You can usually order OEM power supplies from your computer manufacturer's website or search your computer model on Amazon and find a compatible one there. Now, since I'm on the topic of computer cables, let's talk about the USB cable that connects the computer to the controller. While the USB cable that came with the controller usually works just fine, it certainly doesn't hurt to have a backup. I personally use Chroma cables from DJ Tech Tools. Honestly, I have no proof if Chroma cables are better than the stock cables that are shipped with the controllers, but they've performed really great for me. I also appreciate the additional length and the build quality is great, and they come in really cool colors. You can find these on DJ Tech Tools' website and of course, Amazon. All right, so number 4, admittedly, it's not exactly a priority to outfit on a new controller, but it's nice, and I'm telling you, it does have some practical use, so stay with me. It's another product from DJ Tech Tools, Chroma Caps. Chroma Caps replace the stock knobs and faders on controllers and mixers. And while it may seem solely for vanity reasons, because, the colors are pretty cool, there are practical reasons why this makes sense. The colors enable me to categorize sections of my mixer. For instance, I'll make everything related to a volume control one color and everything related to an effects function a different color. Chroma caps are also constructed with a rubber sleeve that allow you to get a better grip and it's got a really nice feel, and there's a real good, level of comfort when turning them. These caps come in varying sizes so you can really customize the entire tactile experience to your liking. So if you want to make your master volume knob larger than the trim knobs, you can do that with Chroma Caps. That's my list of 4 must-have accessories for your controller. But if you stuck around long enough, let's drop that bonus tip. I think everyone that has a controller needs to get themselves a sturdy X stand to put that controller on. Now you might be wondering, why would I recommend this? Like me, you probably have your own table or use one that's provided by a venue. Well, for me, I'm always running into occasions where I don't need to have a table, or maybe there just isn't room for one. In these situations, an X stand provides the perfect stand for a small to medium-sized controller case. This has been really helpful when I've DJ'd house parties and I've been set up in a corner of a room or on someone's back patio. This has also been really helpful at my fitness gigs when I set up in a studio or a gym, and of course, space is always at a premium in those places. These truly are instant tables. All you need to do is take the lid of your controller, put it on the stand, and you've got a tabletop that will obviously be a perfect fit for the controller case. And even if you don't use it to put your controller on, an X stand also makes for a great side table for any accessories, maybe your clipboard, a water bottle, maybe even an external mixer. I often use it to place my QSC Touch Mix right next to me. So I'll set up my controller, obviously right in front of me, and just right off to the side, to my right side, I've got my Touch Mix. Just make sure if you get one of these, you get a model with dual legs versus single. Obviously, the dual ones are more sturdy and can hold much more weight. All right, well, those are tips for my new DJ controller owners, and you may be realizing you've got to spend a little bit more to complete your controller setup, but I promise it will all be worth it. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more tips just like this. Thank you for watching. I'm DJ Justin KANOYA, and I'll see you next time online.